Hello Starlights, my name is Eclipse the Elf, and in this video I'll be showing you Ember and the interior of his shop, as mentioned in my previous video, which is actually made of the Chicken of the Woods mushroom. So right now I'm preparing my favourite dip pen with the favourite tip as well. And I've been enjoying a lot of calligraphy in my spare time. So right now I'm doing Ember's messy desk, which is full of papers that are strewn everywhere from his experiments that he's rushed to write down. And also there's the occasional potion spills, which I'll be showing you later. Within this shop there's going to be a variety of different areas that are unusual for the average shop. So if you think of Doctor Who and you go through the telephone box, you can see that it's a massive other world inside. And I wanted to emulate that same kind of environment with Ember's shop. So there's going to be a massive tunnel where the characters are going to be discovering what's going on, all these secrets that he's hidden from the rest of the world. And I think Ember might have just let them get as far as they did, because Ember might have a secret idea that he might have for them, because he doesn't let just anyone within the shop. So to go along with the tunnel again, it's a bunch of potions. So it's potions that he's done specifically for a part of the story, which again I can't mention yet, but I'm excited to share what's going on later on with the comic. And within these tunnels there's a lot of water, because a lot of the water is going towards the plants that he grows in there, so the herbs and the spices. All of the ingredients are being specially watered through this tunnel. And a lot of the leaves are peering through the walls as well. And that water is going to a humongous tree. So again, all the herbs and spices, all the ingredients, all the plants, all of this has actually attracted a lot of different creatures to live in there. Kind of like how a forest works, all the creatures and bugs and things are in a forest. And they get to roam free. So if you watched any of my previous videos, I've mentioned my shrub creatures, so all of them having different identities. So Chub being the one that has, was it the round creature I showed you before, which is the empathy shrub. There's also the mimic with the curiosity of it. Shiloh the shy shrub in terms of being shy but also loves company, and also Vibey, the one with the massive sunglasses where he reads your vibes to check if you're a good person or not. And Ember decided to keep these close to him because he believes they're a little bit more friendly and better than other beings in the world, so he prefers creatures over people. And there's a little sketch of Mimi the mimic shrub, which I've shown you before. And I'll also be drawing two Chub the shrub creatures, which are the empathy ones. So they're very round creatures. And onto the line art. So I always go from sketching to line art to colouring, so it's a very long process, which every artist has to go through with their comics. Or art in general, really. And right now I'm drawing one of his love potions, which I've actually drawn in a 30-day challenge that I've done in a previous video. So this is the self-love potion, and the other one on the left side is the moon potion, which is to do with peace. And then the blue one's just a random one, but I really liked how the watery effect came out, and shading it with blue. Oh, and you can see just below it there is the spills of the potions that I mentioned before. With him being alone, he tends to be so obsessive with his experiments that he forgets to clean up and be a bit more organised. With this blue brush I'm using right now by Windsor Cotton, I believe, I've become a bit more confident with my brush strokes, so I'm actually using it for the background, whereas before I would have used a smaller brush, so I'm learning how to use the tiniest tip on the end of it to create smaller strokes, and then when I get a chance I can just use wider strokes. And the reason why it's orange is to emphasize the inside of a mushroom, so there's wood grain, or aka mushroom grain, on the walls to emphasize the texture of the walls. And also I like how the oranges bring out a cozy autumn feel, which I wanted to implement in the shop, so it's a space of sanctuary for him. And then adding a bit more depth with the darker brown / green colour. I wanted to experiment with the Caran d'Ache colours, so I bought some Neo colours, and this is for the tree's glow effect. And there we go. So again, this is not the final versions. I will be upgrading once I've learned a bit more colour techniques and also some different lightings. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.